In the last episode, we had a rather successful adventure and upgraded the hero barracks, so we can now have 20 heroes. So let's work on the stagecoach upgrade next, and let's play Darkest Dungeon. Now I'm still looking for a new vessel because the other one had an unfortunate accident with the collector. You shall be a soldier against corruption indeed. Let's see, I can't afford that. Could actually pay that. I think that's a good idea.
But their knowledge lives on.
And we'll actually see what quests we have available to us. So the Warrens give us no deeds. We still need deeds. So if I find a quest that gives us deeds and that's not ridiculously difficult, I'm tempted to go for it. And this actually seems like a really good idea. It's a medium quest, so we'll actually no, this is not a good idea because this is a veteran quest, and we have nobody on level 3. And you'll want to be at least level 3 to take on those quests. Otherwise, you will take too much damage, and you will not have a good time. Let's just say that you will not have a good time there. I think you also suffer more stress and that kind of stuff. But we have this. It is in the ruins, and I would prefer to actually have a Vestal with me. But if it can't be helped, it can't be helped. We'll probably want to have Reynold with us. He hasn't been with the group that often. We also have a lot of money, so we'll actually pay for certain upgrades here. First off, we want to upgrade the hero skills. I think I want to get Battle Heal and Inspiring Cry. And I think we also want all of those skills upgraded. Oops, didn't want to do that. Your stuff has been upgraded already. I know that's still Renault. Come on, you. You don't have to drag him here. You could also drag him if you wanted, but I think that's fine too. I don't use that too often. I want to use this and that, and we don't actually need that. This is a thing that seems a bit iffy to me because it has this torch -5 problem. Yeah. And I really don't want to use that. Oh well, let's upgrade this too. And let's remap those skills. I like the Smite because there's a lot of unholy stuff. I don't really like that, so we'll replace it with the Inspiring Cry. Or the Battle Heal, but I think the Inspiring Cry is actually better because it takes away some stress from one of your group. And it gives you more torch, so it's an overall awesome skill. I mean, healing is not that great, but you can work around that somehow. And we might as well remap it in the dungeon to give us something else, or to replace it with a Battle Heal, if we've learned it before. That's like the big deal. You have to learn the skill before you actually do anything else there. And we still have this guy. Ah, damn it! I always right-click. Okay, we have this skill, we have this skill, we have this one, and we didn't have that one, but screw it, now we have it. Okay, can we upgrade any stuff? I think we can give new equipment to Reynold. So yeah, I can have a better longsword and a better thing. It's also nice that it hides the name here. Like, it says level 2 here, but I think it actually gives you a better... it gives you the proper name when you unlock that. Okay, we are... actually, I think we're good to go. We're not that good. We still... I would prefer a Vestal with me, but I think I've stressed that enough now. Do I want to take another secondary hero? Let's see. That's the quest we want. And I think that's a pretty amazing helmet for a bounty hunter too. New town event, All Saints Day. I think that's next time, and I'm not sure what that does for me. I mean, it's definitely not in town right now. I would see that.
In time, you will know the tragic extent
Not from
of
here,
my
but
failings.
from here. There we go. Okay, yeah, there's no event. So next time we'll have All Saints Day. Can we see what that does? No, we can't. I'm hoping it means Vestals are going to be around. It might also mean that the Sanitarium will be free, and if there's a quirk you want to get rid of, go ahead. It's also one of those things that definitely benefit from having or from upgrading things early on, because there are events where, for example, everything is free, all the stress relief activities, and that's where you definitely want to get in. You want to get at that, and you want to just send in your heroes and let them have a fun day out. Anyway, I think we are ready to go. I could send in... I mean, I could replace the grave robber, but I don't feel like doing so. Let's check the levels quickly. I think level 3 is the maximum you want to go, because if you, as heroes get stronger, they actually refuse to go on certain quests that are way below them. So for example, I think at level 3 they start refusing to go on level 1 quests because they're above that now. And that's why you probably want to switch around and go through your heroes over time, so so they all grow in level. There will be times when you actually have only medium and only veteran or elite or whatever the next thing quests would be, plus the boss quests. So those slay boss monster things are always there too. So let's just yearn for adventure and go into the ruins. Now this time we'll have to reclaim relics, which do take away from our storage capacity, which is kind of annoying if you ask me. But let's just dive right in there. Let's take 5 of those. Yeah, 5 of those. 4 shovels. Lots of torches, like 8 should actually do the trick. And sadly this is, this time we'll not get that much food, I guess. So this might be a bit, it might be a bit sparse, but we'll see. Okay, we'll see. The ruins aren't just that generous with food. I mean, the ruins last time were really good on food there. We made a lot, not too much. We brought plenty of it too, but we also gained a lot, and we didn't have that many hunger checks, so we didn't have to go through that much. But I've seen ruins or dungeons where I actually had to go through like 3 between 3 rooms, somewhere in the middle, and that was kind of annoying.
There is power in symbols. Collect the scattered scraps of faith and give comfort to the masses.
Okay, this is kind of annoying because we'll have to backtrack a lot. We started off with scouting, which is always a good thing. Now, I could also try to give, for example, Reynolds a chance to disarm everything, but I really don't feel like that's a good idea. He doesn't have this pretty much guarantee to get it, so... okay, I think those are the things that... yeah, those give you the relics you need. So we'll take that. I almost don't think they stack, which is really bloody annoying to me. Also, the first group of enemies we meet is, of course, not unholy. It's pretty good at dodging things, apparently, though. So that sucks. And this guy's marked now. So you know the drill. We'll just try to get some group damage in, and at least he can still dodge while being totally webbed. What is everybody's dodging now? It is annoying me. It is highly annoying. I hate it when people dodge everything. Okay, so would you at least kill something? Thank you. Some stress relief would be nice too, but just I don't know. I don't care. I would also like this guy to not die. So can you stop that?
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Okay, maybe that'll do something. I don't know. We'll probably do this to get the occultist off of that stall. I mean, he'll get right back to it, but now we can actually do the word reconstruction, which gave us a lot of healing and no bleeding. That's really all we wanted. And all we could ask for. Oh, now you're critting. Now you're critting this. Well, we can only do the Inspiring Tune, so let's just go ahead and inspire away. Okay, smite this.
Executed with impunity.
And we'll take everything because we can.
At least promises success.
Well, I wouldn't say that. We were at death's door right at the beginning, so it's not what I would call success. And yeah, Trevor is indeed ahead, among other things. And at least they can't really touch the occultist back there, I think. Okay. We want to kill this bone courtier because he does too much stress, in my opinion. Also, why do you keep missing? Did you get any negative quirks or something? That's really annoying. Keeps missing everything. And yeah, they do move ahead if they ran for the old gods, which is kind of smart because it keeps them in the front rows, which is where this bone, this cultist brawlers really excel.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It would be nice if they wouldn't constantly rend at us, but I guess it's okay. Yeah, that is perfectly fine. That is absolutely fine with me. I'm gonna throw a dagger there. And of course it's the one time we don't crit this. Now I kinda wanna... At least he resisted bleeding. That's the downside of the occultist. You can get the wonderfully useless 0-point heal and bleeding. So the occultist is always a bit of a mixed bag. You can get those amazing 10, 14, even 20-point heals, and you can get none of them. Also, we'll just stun and use that one round to rest and recuperate slightly. So you get rid of that bleeding. You reduce your own stress. Okay, that's the stun. That's the healing I'm talking about. Okay, now we can just kill him. We could try stunning him again, but I don't think it's worth it. So, just kill it and move on. Also, we'll want to use another torch. And there's a bag. Let's see what that has. Nothing. Well, it wasn't a mixed bag then. It was just a bag. Just a regular bag. We could have taken the bag. Maybe it would have given us more inventory space. And now we'll see if that... No, they don't stack. Of course they don't stack. Okay. Also, next battle I'm probably going to use that bandage because I have to. Also, we can't really see the... I'm not sure if we can see the quest items in the dungeon map if we get a scout. So, oi! It literally just showed up as I clicked that torch. Although, then again, I kinda... kept walking, so it's not like the torch made them appear or anything. Okay, you're marked, so this should actually kill it. Great. And you just inspire. I think the Crusader will be able to kill this bone rebel with the smite. So okay. And ideally, I would want to have the Crusader at level 2, which should be not too much of a problem. Yeah, we'll take that. The Crusader at level 2, a Jester at level 2, a Vessel at level 2, and I think I'll take a Highwayman with me. Because that is... They have a lot of... they have this wonderful Grape Shot group attack, which just does a lot for you if you... oh, that's fine, eat something. Which does quite a lot for you if you do have to fight boss monsters, because most bosses have I think the Necromancer works a lot like the Collector, so he has this constant stream of undead he can summon, and it's really annoying. Oh, a trap. So it's really annoying, and you have to deal with that, and you have to take out the Necromancer at some point too, so you want to have some group attacks to deal with everything at once and finish off some enemies, and just go ahead. Okay, we can take everything for now. And I think this bandage is the first thing that goes away if I have to drop something. I mean, it's nice to have them at some points. Okay, there's another fight, and one of those. And we got surprised, which is not too great. Okay, I really don't care where you stand, but we want to have a bit of additional speed. So just do your battle ballad and play your song for me. Yes, nice. I mean, this guy's the Grave Robber stands where we need her to, so perfect. Okay, the Crusader is quite tanky, so you can deal with it, and I think the Grave Robber is also, they're kind of built to be dodging like everything, and they're pretty good at that, mind you. Okay, we'll still move forward, because I think the first slot is generally attacked more often than the rest.
The ground
Oh, nice, another crit. That's lovely to see. Yeah, we might need to do something about this, so the next... could you just move one step forward? Because we want to start healing this person. Due to this chance to get very low heals, you probably want to start ahead, as opposed to... well, you shouldn't start when it's too late. But it's this bit of finding the middle ground between being too careful and not getting anything, or not getting any move forward done, and being too accepting towards risk and getting killed. That's nice. Okay, this is probably something we could sell.
brought low and driven into the mud.
I'll take that over this. Actually, I could just give that to... yeah, thank you. We would lose 1 speed, but we'd gain some health. We'll give it to you. You seem to need the health a lot more than anybody else. And we'll have you... I don't think there's anything you can do to that armor. But we get a knightly aura from that. We could have just worn the armor, I guess, but if you're into the aura thing, then fine. Knock yourself out. Oh, that's a free torch. That's a free torch, and sometimes there's also other stuff in there. But this time we only got the torch, and we got the trap. And I didn't even dump the bandage yet. They're certainly coming, but for now, yeah, thank you. Just go in there. Okay, there's the 3rd relic, so we now have this quest pretty much finished if we don't lose it now. But we might as well actually use our supplies next. Vulnerability hacks. Yeah, I think we want to mark somebody first, and then we want to do something about the rest. So we'll mark this guy, then we'll lob a dagger at him, and we'll have the... Also note that this guy counts as 2, so he's a large enemy. Which means this was technically the 4th slot, even though it's the 3rd guy. So it should be very visible here. So we can still attack both of these guys with 1 attack. And that's pretty interesting, I think. It allows you to do a lot of things. And on the other hand, we can't even... this attack would attack the first 2 slots, but it will only hit this guy, and it will only hit him once, not twice, I believe. Now, I kind of want to get him stunned for a turn, so we can focus on the other guy. And then we'll take care of him. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. We'll just do that. Well, it didn't go that well. I was expecting more from that. We'll just keep stacking bleeding damage here. That's fine. That's 4 damage, that's a kill. Okay. Also, this doesn't get renewed. I think I said that in a previous video. It gets renewed. It doesn't. What it does is it just applies another layer of that damage. So the old one keeps running, but the new one doesn't get... but the old one will get renewed. So for... like if it does... if an attack always applies like 2 damage over 3 rounds, then those 3 rounds don't get... well, it applies 3 new rounds to it. And any overlap is basically stacking. So you can go to a lot of damage, but the damage over time, if you don't reapply the damage over time, it will just stop. It will just wear off at some point. Like gradually. Okay. We could inspire people. I think we should just smite him and take him out as soon as possible. Pick to the face, my friend.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Yeah, I know. Okay, we want to use that. We want to use this. We want to take those deeds and that money, which we'll probably dump right away. Okay, we actually use the camping supplies here.
Circle in the dark.
With all the food we can. Okay, what I definitely want to do is the Unspeakable Commune, because we don't want the Nighttime Ambush. We'll also want the Scouting Chance. And we'll want Wound Care on you. And we should have another Wound Care. No, we don't. Well, that sucks for you, but we don't have another Wound Care. Okay, we could reduce the mortality debuff from him. We'll do that. And I guess we'll use that one time we have to pill for something. That's a torch. Oh, you nicked that from town? We'll have to have a long talk about that later. For now, let's just rest. Okay. So, no nighttime ambush and some scouting chance.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made
also, there we go, that's the quest done. We'll continue adventuring for a bit. There's still loot we could take. So we'll continue that. Just having a feast during the rest does not mean you will not be... you will not get hungry very, very soon. I had this, and like the next thing, I just left the door, and then the next thing in the corridor was, yeah, you're getting hungry. And I was like, no, I'm not. I just had like a feast. Why am I getting hungry now? But the game didn't really bother explaining that. It just said you are hungry now, and actually, I think this actually was one of the times when one of my people went insane because that hunger was too much. That bit of stress they gained from that was too much. And I didn't really get to reduce that much stress during the rest, I think, for some reason. I don't know why, but I just didn't. Also, let's reduce the damage there. Just to use that at some point. Okay. Oh, great. Now you're bleeding again. I also like how using the items in your backpack does not consume any time units. Like, it does not consume your turn or anything. We could attack the corpse, but I don't really see a reason for that, because why would we? We could move it around. But since that won't really get the living opponent into our range, it's kind of useless, so we'll just use the Inspiring Tune. I guess the Battle Bell is with ultimate a good idea, but for now we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay, we want that, we want those. We don't care about the gold. I thought we'd get another scouting chance there, but no. Oh, damn it. No, negative quirk. Oh, wait, not you. I wanted to check you. Yeah, I think this might have just been... it might have just become serious, which means it's harder to remove, so it will take additional... obviously, it will cost more to get rid of it. And that really didn't sort anything for us. Also note that this trap is new. That was just a trap reappearing. Luckily, we can disarm it pretty handily, so not a big deal. Just keep it in mind, you shouldn't just walk around and feel safe. You should never feel safe in this game. That's like the worst thing you can do is feel safe. And I would really like to have an... No, you can put a torch on that and it will summon an insane boss battle. We don't want to touch that. I will not touch that. But yeah, 2 more food would be lovely.
Waiting to be spent.
Absolutely lovely. Okay, we can't take that. We can take those. And if we find another of those, we could actually dump the gold. I want to say we might have a chance to find another of those, so we'll take the sapphires and hope for the best and leave those in the urn. For when we next visit the ruins and come across this room again.
Ancient traps lie in wait.
I don't think they're that ancient. I mean, this is the place of our ancestor after all. So if they were ancient, he should have probably just made a map of them or something. Okay, this I believe is something that you want to use holy water on. So you gain favor from the gods, and I think this is... I'm not sure if this is always a buff or if that's... Okay, we'll have to take the damage.
Full of steel and war, but nary a thought given to the plow.
Oh damn! I actually didn't want to do that. Okay, that was bad. I wanted to use the shovel there. So we might leave the dungeon after this room. Then again, scouting. Although, yeah, no, we'll leave the dungeon because there might be a hunger thing in there. So we'll just leave it. And I hate how you have to use 3 inventory slots for the relics.
The trappings of his faith have been restored.
Okay, so that went okay, and we... Okay, with that money we made a bit of a profit. I mean, keep in mind I used to spend about 4 to 5k, so that's where we broke even. I should have used that shovel, really. Then we could have searched another room and it would have been fine. Okay, what have you got? Zoophobia, that's okay, you're not fighting that many animals. That's kind of nice. This we'll need to take care of. And that's actually fine. That's a pretty nice trait to have. Okay, so that was a pretty decent run, I think. I think we can call that a decent run. And let's see what the All Saints Day is.
Take advantage of this faith-fueled charity.
Oh, nice. All of that is free.
It will not last.
So, All Saints Day. Isn't that great? I'm loving that. It's also nice that they decorate the ruins, or what's left of the abbey, to commemorate the All Saints Day. But yeah, I think it's a good time to send Reynold in here. For free, of course. We'll have him in the thing, in the we'll have to treat Pantoul first, which sadly isn't free. We want to get this fixed. Oh, you'll understand why the leather straps, my friend. You will understand soon enough. Okay, nothing good here, and we'll probably want to get this, which will not give us a new hero this time. This rune. The round.
In this domain of the damned.
We will get a new hero next time, though. And hopefully it's one I definitely need. There are still, I think, 2 which we haven't got on our roster yet. The Vestal, another one of those, and the Hound Moss, which we haven't seen yet, which kind of bothers me. Because again, it's a class I really like. They have a lot of cool skills, at least of skills that I find very, very useful. And they're also pretty decent at fighting, so they're pretty versatile. And they also have a camping skill that prevents ambush, so that's just, it ticks all the boxes for me. Okay. And I think with that, we'll call the video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!